Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, hold on. I just dropped a card. Okay. So we have two cards here, guys. These cards have both a trigger statement as well as a true statement. So we have bliss and processing, digestive, invigorating. Okay, so the trigger statement, why am I here? True statement, I make a difference. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. Know that what you do today makes the world a better place. Then we have the trigger statement, I'm so worried. True statement, I have the solution. Slowing down and listening to your inner voice will provide you with direction and purpose. I'm actually getting a specific message here, Capricorn. Like there may be a situation where you feel like you are putting your best foot forward and you are doing everything in your power to, maybe have a positive turn of events, but there's something about you feeling like your emotions are not being taken into consideration here, or maybe even feeling very misunderstood. For some of you, it's like doing something and feeling like you're not receiving credit for it and it's being overlooked here. And that could be something that is causing you to worry or feel very anxious. I also feel like you have the answer to something or you know what to do, but the reason why it's not coming to you is because you are feeling a bit all over the place or your mind is kind of being pulled in different directions. So there may be, a message of like centering yourself or maybe doing something so that you could feel more at peace or kind of calm your thoughts down and your emotions, and you will receive the clarity that you're looking for. Because what I see is like you may be seeking for answers from people or situations, but you know what to do, or the answer is within you, but you're just not hearing it. Or sometimes we can't hear what we're being told because our mind is too loud, if that makes sense, right? So it's something about like quieting your mind. Or maybe this is a week where like you have a lot on your plate and you feel like your energy is being pulled in different directions, but there's something about slowing down and there's some sort of clarity that comes with doing that as well. But I am getting a strong energy of you feeling like maybe your emotions are not being taken into consideration or feeling very misunderstood in a situation here. So let's see what's going on. The Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, this could be someone from a distance who is reaching out, who is at a distance, who is reaching out to you, or it's someone where they're creating some sort of a plan or formulating some sort of a message, like how do I get through to Capricorn? Or if they're communicating with you, there could be something in particular that they want to tell you, okay? But what I was intuitively picking up on, right, as these two cards appeared for you guys, there could be something here that you're explaining to this person, but you wish you did not have to explain it to them. You know what I mean, Capricorn? It's like maybe you feel like this person should already know something, and you're catching yourself kind of explaining something to them, and you're like, why am I here? Or why do I have to tell you this when you should already know this? I don't know why that's oddly specific, but that I'm picking up on intuitively. Okay, so I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. So yeah, a message from someone who's at a distance or a plan to reach out. It could even be, because the Two of Wands could touch on, plannings, right? Planning something. So it could be that they're trying to figure out what to say or how to get through to you. Okay. Seven of Wands for how they're viewing you. Very guarded, or there could be something in particular that you're feeling defensive about. right? And it's Seven of Wands could even just be protecting your energy. And as I open the spread, I did mention that you're feeling very misunderstood, or there's something here where you feel like you're unable to get through to this person, right? They could also be viewing you as someone who's like standing your ground. There could be something that you communicated to this person, something that you've made very clear, and they know that you're not going back on your word. But I'm strongly getting like they're viewing you as Capricorn doesn't trust me, or they're feeling very defensive. They're not letting down their guard. So we have the Knight of Pentacles followed by the Hierophant in the challenge position. There's some sort of delays in this, in a higher level of commitment, or just a very strong connection that you guys share. Not for all of you is it going to be a higher level of commitment like marriage, but for some of you it's just, a connection, someone that you have history with. But it seems to me that there's constant delays, or that's what this person is feeling challenged by this week. Right? So I see it as delays, a very slow moving energy. Something could have felt stagnant for a very long time. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. But I'm getting someone who does have commitment on their mind, but they feel like they either A, can't act on something, or there's an obstacle that's in the way where it's causing them to, or it's resulting in them needing to be patient in order to take that next step or move closer towards you. There's also a strong energy of this person thinking about things thoroughly. Knight of Pentacles could be a very premeditated energy. It could also be just kind of thinking about things thoroughly and thinking about every possible outcome before acting on something. So this is not someone who wants to do anything impulsively. Instead, it's someone who is thinking about something, very deeply, creating some sort of a plan. But I will say there's something like a very stagnant energy here, or something feels like it's being delayed. Okay, how are you viewing them? The Page of Wands. There's definitely an incoming message, but it's either you don't expect it, or it's almost like there's so much distance between you and this person. Even if it's not physical, this could be a connection where you feel like there's so much that has happened, and now they're reaching out, or now there's a conversation, and you're, trying to put the puzzle pieces together, and there may be something that is, that you disagree with, right? Because they are viewing you in the Seven of Wands energy, where it's like, okay, even if you're open for a conversation, there's something here that you've communicated, or some sort of boundaries that you've set, and you're not willing to, and you're not wanting this person to overstep those boundaries. So it's like, I'm willing to communicate with you, but these are my boundaries, or this is what I am no longer comfortable with, opening up about, etc. There could also be an age gap between you and this person. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles followed by the King of Swords in your feelings. Definitely something that you're feeling very frustrated by. And even though you're analyzing this situation, or you're observing this person's behavior, it's in a very detached energy. You may be operating from a more logical space, as opposed to letting your feelings determine your actions this week. And King of Swords could quite literally be cutting ties with someone, right? So it could be a very recent breakup, maybe a divorce for some of you. But it's realizing the truth of a situation and detaching from it, or, completely cutting ties because of what you know now. Okay. 10 of Cups in your feelings, and the 7 of Cups. So you do feel very deeply towards this person, but I also feel, Capricorn, that there's a level of confusion here. There's a level of, I don't know what's going on, or you have some sort of questions that are going unanswered. My apologies, guys, but, with the 7 of Cups as well as the 10 of Cups, it could be that, there's a level of, confusion here, or you feeling like there are mixed signals when it comes to this connection. So it's like you are acknowledging that you feel deeply towards this person, but you're also accepting the reality of the situation, or why things are not working. You may find that some days you feel like, you're on the same page with this person, or you know exactly how they're feeling, and other days you may just feel very, very confused, or you may feel this person only opens up and expresses their emotions to you when it's convenient for them. And that could obviously be something that doesn't, results in you being hurt, or you feeling very confused throughout the course of this bond. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. This is someone who's really dwelling in the past this week. They're feeling very hurt, they're feeling very broken, yes, but with the Five of Cups, it's usually a stagnant energy that stems from a space of focusing too much on the past, focusing on spilled milk or something that has already occurred, where, yes, it could be they're processing their emotions, but it's not the most action-oriented energy just because there's more dwelling going on, and it's specifically focusing on the past, right? And with the Six of Cups, it's missing you feeling nostalgic. And I do feel this person is creating some sort of a plan to come back around. But in the current moment, they're struggling with it because they know how things have, transpired in the past, or there's something in particular they're having a hard time letting go of. This could even be regret, where it's like, I want to come back around, but I'm not sure if Capricorn is going to forgive me for doing or saying said thing in the past. But I will say this is a week where they're really feeling very like flooded in their emotions, or they're feeling very overwhelmed by their emotions. There could be something that's reminding this person of the connection that the both of you share as well. So we have the Four of Swords in their feelings. So trying their best to, heal or detach from something so that they can have a new perspective. And the Three of Wands, yeah. And it's confirming what I was saying as I opened the spread. Like, it's definitely someone who is doing more planning and thinking than doing. And it's stemming from a space of feeling like I don't want to do anything impulsively, or when I did act too soon or say something too, impulsively in the past, it didn't work out in my favor. I will say this is also someone who is like praying for a blessing. They're feeling like it's very difficult to find a solution. They are trying their best to create a plan, but they're wanting some sort of assistance. This may even be a week where this person is surrendering and saying, you know what, I'm just show me what I need to know, or, I feel defeated, or I need some sort of assistance. I do feel like it's a pretty heavy energy in their feelings. And then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card. The Four of Pentacles could be a very held back energy, but it's also someone who's still holding on. And with the Strength card, as much as this person could be withdrawn, they're still very focused on you. And the Strength card is usually very deep emotions, but it's fighting some sort of an urge. So whether it's they don't want to feel these emotions, or they want to refrain from reaching out, or they want to, it's almost like being in control of these very deep emotions and not allowing those emotions to flow, or not allowing themselves to freely express, these feelings that they have here. So it's a withdrawn individual who is creating a plan to basically return, is what I see in their feelings. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. There's also a lot of regret. So it's like, yes, I want to reconnect with Capricorn. Yes, I still have commitment on my mind, but I can't just forget what happened in the past, or I know that's not something that's just going to be swept under the rug. That's something that's going to resurface. That's something that we're going to have to speak about. Right? Whether it's they feel there's something in particular that you're going to bring up here, because we have the King of Swords in your feelings, which means you figured out some sort of a truth, or you've gained some sort of clarity in this connection now that you didn't have prior. Then we have the Towers. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio, and we have the Three of Swords in the potential outcome. An unexpected event or a realization that leads to clarity, but clarity that could feel a bit almost like a bittersweet feeling, because the Three of Swords could be something that fell apart, or like feeling torn about something, but you're receiving clarity on why. This is someone who does feel very broken that things ended between the both of you, especially, for those of you that feel like it was very unexpected, because there's an energy of, I wasn't prepared for this, or I did not expect this to happen. But I also feel like a breakthrough, or like a moment of clarity where some sort of hurt is being cleared up, whether it's you're receiving an apology, whether it's you're having a conversation where you're not as confused, right? Maybe something that, you were trying to figure out on your own is becoming clear to you in the outcome here. The Tower is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Clarity that leads to a new beginning, and not for all of you is it necessarily going to be a new beginning with this person. Some of you are manifesting something more stable for yourself. And, with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like, yes, this is someone who is coming in, but there may be it may be an inconsistent energy. So even if they are coming in and communicating with you, there may be some sort of a repetitive pattern, or the inconsistency could be getting in the way. I think they're very determined to speak to you, to open up to you, but there's something to do with the past that they're not sure if they could reverse the effects of that. And the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords under, like, yes, the conversation could be healing for some sort of hurt that the both of you feel, but there's something of the past or an inconsistent kind of behavior that, that they're coming in with, or that there's like a pattern here where it's like, if that doesn't stop, then how are we supposed to move forward or proceed? Again, I'm not saying it's something that you can't change, or not, or something that's, impossible. But I feel like when you communicate with this person, there's something that they, have said or have done in the past that you will see they're still doing in the now. And the Tower and the Three of Swords, yes, it's clarity. Yes, it's a breakthrough moment, but there could be an aspect of it that feels a little bit hurtful, especially if it's something that's not working out the way that you thought it would. Okay, let's see if there's anything they want to communicate. An Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, moving towards something new, or also something that's a lot more stable. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just dropped a card. Okay. It says, I watch your social media. We don't share the same values. So there, and it's interesting because the Hierophant can touch on values, your moral code or belief system. So there could be, a disagreement between that. Maybe for some of you, it's cultural or religious factors that could be some sort of a deal breaker here. But then it reads, I want to start over. So you have someone who's in a very contradicting energy. And I did mention they do want to start over. There is a lot of regret here. But the way that they're coming in, there's something that is reminding you of the past with them, which may be the deciding factor for you, where it's like, I want something new for myself, or I want something stable. But this person is determined to, reconnect with you. And then it says, I feel you leaving me behind. So there could also be a lack of hope that this person has in terms of, you either wanting to reconnect with them. Maybe they can see that you're moving forward or investing in something new. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.